back to another Halloween video. In this Halloween video, we're going to be unboxing the Spirit Halloween 2013 Dead Humor Animatronic. Now, a little story, I guess I could say. Earlier this year, I actually bought Dead Humor used and everything, and I bought it for pretty expensive price. I paid like $150 for it. I honestly really wanted one, so I just bought it. And it was broken, but I thought it was fixable because usually those Rising from the Grave props are pretty easy to fix. But turns out my other one was kind of just a little bit fried, and I was like, well, I don't really want a fried one, but I want a working one. But you know, they go for so much nowadays and they're hard to find working, so I didn't really go out and find one. But I actually ordered one from Get Cool Stuff. If you guys don't know what Get Cool Stuff is, which I'm sure a lot of you do know, it's basically Tekky's, Tekky Toys, Tekky Designs website to sell any like leftover props in their warehouse or just list props in general. And they started listing one day just a whole bunch of leftover props. They even had Convulsing Nurse, Electrified Maniac, and they had a whole bunch of others. And they had Dead Humor on the website for $50. And so many people were ordering it, and I ordered it too, but there's only 2 left, so I honestly thought I wasn't getting one. I never got an email for it or a phone call, but one day it showed at my door, and I was like, wow. So I basically, and they're all brand new in the box, so I basically paid $50 for a brand new Dead Humor, and I'm way excited to finally own one after having a failed one in the past. I'm super excited to actually have one fully working here. And this is actually the one from Spirit, of course. They didn't really wholesale this prop at all, so it's one from Spirit. And it's new in the box. I have opened it because I actually ordered with it a multi-trigger, because my Flash and Con's missing one. But yeah, I'm really excited. It is a bit open, but I actually haven't actually unboxed anything out of it. So I have a knife here, so I have to, but yeah, so here's the multi-trigger, the MIT trigger, I should call it. It actually came in this box too. There was like no brown box or anything. So here we go. So it is new in the box. I'm so excited. I don't have my old one with me, but let's go ahead and unbox it. So we have first is the clown himself, Dead Humor. Looks pretty good. He's even got some ties in his hair. Let's see. He's got a tie stuck in his hair. But wow, he looks pretty nice. Looks pretty good to me so far. His hair looks a little different. Maybe that's just me not remembering my old one, but there he is. And here we got the parts. So we have the feet, and we have the poles, and the actual neck itself. So I actually got this like almost 2 months ago, but I haven't unboxed it because I want to unbox it for YouTube. But let's go ahead and finally unbox it. I'm super excited because it waited over a month to actually unbox it. And I've had like other unboxings and school stuff, haunted house stuff to worry about, so it wasn't really a priority. But I've kind of had time to finally go ahead and unbox this, and I'm super excited now. I'm just going to talk in this setup because I don't really need to speed it up. It's a pretty short setup. We got the feet out of the twist ties. Now let's actually go ahead and get that tape off. There it is. Looks in pretty nice condition too. Again, this is new in the box, so I expect it to be pretty much like a new in the box item from Tekky. And also got some twist ties right here. Let's go ahead and untwist those. And here we go. So it's pretty much loose in the packaging now. So let's go ahead and get that out. And after that, pretty awesome. So to connect the feet, pretty easy to remember. B goes to B. B goes to B. The smaller ones go on the sides, while the longer ones go on top. That was being A. A to A. Similar to Rosemary too, and a lot of other rising or jumping props. Then we got his body here, which I need to actually untwist these poles. I almost forgot about these, but yeah, let's untwist those too. then once those are untied, we can actually attach the body now. And the body is a snap lock, so you snap lock it in place. And there we go. So, let's see. The arms are actually tied to his shirt. I don't think my old one was, and his hands look pretty cool. I forgot how he kind of looked like. I haven't really seen mine in a long time, and I didn't really use it much before I packed it away because it was broken. So I didn't worry about it too much, and just kind of putting the Velcros on now. You can't really see it, but the Velcros basically go on the base to kind of cover these feet so that the clothes don't move around. They just kind of stay in place. And let's see, finally we have the back one. It's kind of hard right here. Let's see, because it's kind of just tight, but we'll fix that. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty much Dead Humor. I mean, he looks great. I don't really see anything wrong with him right now. So let's go ahead and activate him and see if it even works. Alright, so here is Dead Humor in a full bed review, and I gotta say, he honestly is a really nostalgic prop for me. I just remember him back then really well, and I always really wanted him back then. Finally being able to get him, you know, in a fully working version, and for pretty cheap is awesome. I just think he's a really awesome decoration. Definitely one I remembered super well back in the day, so I'm really glad to have him overall. You know, he's kind of simplistic and kind of cheesy, I guess. He's pretty good. I think he definitely reminds me of like what clowns should be, just pretty classical. Even though he pops up, he's not really overly scary like a lot of clowns are nowadays, even though I still like those clowns a lot. So yeah, let's pretty much just look at his detail now. It's pretty basic, but let's look at it. So his face is really cool. I love his face a lot. I love the dripping paint, kind of reminds me of Crouchy, and those teeth are really cool. They're yellow with the blood on it, and there's his tongue back there. He's got these purple lips that have kind of either smeared paint or it's the blood coming down, which I bet it's the blood. But his cheeks also have some blood on them. He's got the classical red nose, kind of looks like a golf ball, but it's the nose. His eyes are really cool too. One eye is kind of bigger than the other one, but it's fine. He's got the yellow eyes with the kind of green pupils and the black pupils in there. Look really cool. And he's got some eye shadowing around it, some black shadowing, and he's even got some forehead kind of scars right here with the black lining, and he's even got the eyebrows kind of paint right here. It's supposed to be like his the paint above his eyebrows look really nice, and his ears are just done in white too with some gray shading in there, and his overall face structure looks pretty cool, and that face mold in general is just really cool. He's got this black collar along with the black sleeves, these black puffballs in the middle. There's 3 of them. And then he's also got a pretty basic red clothing for it. It's pretty shiny too, so it's pretty just basic for that. His hair is also just done in black, and it's kind of long. I like this a lot. It kind of reminds me of Joker a little bit, but I think it looks really nice to him overall, that whole color scheme. And his hands are really cool too. His hands are kind of done with this whitish color with some kind of brown gray paint in there, and some yellow fingernails that are pretty dirty. Pretty creepy overall, pretty cool hand molds. And I think his scare is really cool. It's a little slow at times, but I feel like it works overall. I think he's pretty cool regardless. Even if the scare is kind of predictable and kind of slow sometimes, I think it works pretty fine with him. He honestly is a really cool prop. It would be kind of cool to see him come back someday too, because I think they can really bring him back and maybe even make it better. But yeah. So the price back then was, over here it says on the box, was $59.99 or $60, and honestly that's a great price for this guy. I feel like nowadays it'd probably be like $80, which is pricey. And I even paid $150 for a broken one, so I paid something overpriced. But yeah, I mean, you can kind of see where a lot of the prices nowadays go for. If you can find this guy for under $100, I think like $100 or under, I would say go for it. If you want one really bad, you can go for 120, but I feel like you're overspending like I did. I regret buying one for 150, but regardless, I like what the price I paid for this one was. It was $50. If you can find one for a good price, I recommend it, but overall, his price back then was pretty good. And I think nowadays it's a great price. I mean, he'd probably be $80 nowadays, which isn't so bad, but yeah, 60 bucks was great back then. Another thing is the quality. This prop kind of has bad quality a little bit, unfortunately. His quality does kind of suffer, and that comes with the mechanism. Unfortunately, sometimes this guy just keeps continuously popping up, and that's because the relay switch has broken there or has fried, like my old one fried out, or sometimes it won't even pop out at all. Unfortunately, that is pretty bad for it. And even sometimes the locking pins can get loose and break off because I've had resin from the gray props. I've had that problem so many times, but regardless of that issue, I think he's cool. I was super happy to finally find one fully working from Tekky because it was new in the box. You can't really go wrong with that, so yeah. So overall, even though his quality is kind of bad, he's still a really cool prop. I mean, he's pretty basic too, but he's classical and he just feels like a good clown prop. He doesn't feel like overly exaggerated. He feels really nice, and overall, this prop, in my opinion, is definitely underrated. I feel like it's a lot better than other clowns, so definitely a really cool prop. I do recommend Dead Humor if you can find him fully working, or at least if he is broken for a good price. So yeah, so that's pretty much it, guys, for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe to Halloween Haunter today for more Halloween videos, and I'll see you guys later, and goodbye.